Hi everyone, we're just going to look at setting out your basic spreadsheet for what we'll be using. Okay, so we've got to identify the projects, so there we have that. Then when we're marking your projects, we have to have a name for it. So there are two things to start with. Then we've got to identify the sheet itself. So in the first column, we've got item. Then in B, we've got particulars, which identifies what the item is that we're looking at. Then we've got the unit that it's costed in. Then we've got the quantity. Then we've got the rate. And then we've got the total cost. Okay, so that's the headings that you need on every sheet that you do. Now down here, we've got this sheet's called sheet 1, so we actually want to rename that. So we're going to right click on it, we're going to rename, we're going to call it carpentry. Okay, so this page is now called carpentry. What we want to do, we want to have more pages. We might have excavation and brickwork and things like that. So we clicked on that tab to add a sheet. We'll just add another sheet. And they're different from our first sheet. So we've spent this time setting up our sheet, so let's copy it. So what I did up here, I left click, I go across and I highlight what I want to copy. So when I get down to where I want to finish my copying, I take my finger off it, then I right click and I select copy. So then I go to sheet 5, I go to A1, I right click and select paste. So now I have the exact sheet that I have in carpentry. Okay, now if I look at sheet 5, that's not what we want to call it, so I'm going to right click on it and we're going to rename it, say, excavation. Okay, so now we've got two sheets. We've got carpentry, we've got excavation, and then we've got another spare sheet there which we're not going to touch at the moment. So how we use this, let's just call item 1. We're going to say it's, say, 65 by 19 primed finger jointed pine. Okay, JOI. Finger jointed pine. Now let's just say, for instance, we've got 3 at 2.4, which comes to 7.2 meters. And let's just say we've got 4 at 5.4. Okay, and that comes to 21.6 meters. Okay, so when we actually cost these, this unit, the item 1, we go to the unit and it's going to be per meter because we buy the skirting per meter or architrave. We've got a quantity. When we add 7.2 and 21.6, we get 28.8 meters. So we put that in that column, 28.8 meters. That's how much we've got all up. And the unit rate is $3.70 per meter, and that gives us a cost of 106.56. Okay, so there you have it. Now we might say item 2 might be 2040 by 35 millimeter ready coat hollow core doors. Now we might have 2 at 770 and we might have 3 at 820. So all up we've got 5 doors. So when we actually want to cost it, the unit rate will be per door because we buy them per door. There we go, door. And we've got a quantity of 5 doors. and our unit rate for the doors is $28.20 per door, and that gives us a total of $141. Okay, and there we have that. Now, if they were the only items that we had on this costing sheet, we would then go down to where the total is, and we would enter in the total of those two sums, which would be $247.56. There you have it. Thanks.